Well, Bryan here, 26th of the 8th, 2016. It's Friday afternoon, 3:36. And we've been looking at the globe for some time as a model of what the Earth looks like. It's fascinating, really, that when I can remember early education as a child, and there were always alternative maps when you could look at a map of the globe or you could look at a model of the globe. There was no real discussion about this, except that there was obviously a party line that was being towed by the educators, and so nothing in depth and no challenges to the assertions that were made around the globe. Fascinating thing is, when it comes to the religious, theological influences that took place in shaping our view of reality, there's no question about it. The Bible was there, right at the heart of matters. And the great thing about doing a revision of the globe and listening to what other people have been saying and making commentary about the philosophical notion of a flat Earth, not flat in the sense of the ridiculed idea of an Earth where if you sail too far in any direction you could fall off the edge. To my satisfaction, the apologists for the flat Earth exercise quite a high level of sophistication and restraint. You can actually find a lot of illustrations of what the flat Earth model looks like, and they can be found on YouTube or if you just Google. There's a lot of commentary around what the flat Earth really means. There's the whole issue of what's at the centre of a flat Earth and what is the boundary, if there is one. And of course there's the wall of ice that Richard Byrd talked about in the Antarctic. The problem, of course, is very difficult for someone like myself to actually test a lot of the assertions. I haven't been able to get to the Antarctic, but I know people who have. And, excuse me, I'm having sleepless nights over this whole thing, and I obsess about it during the day. Like Rob Skiber, I'm now finding that it's one of the things that has overtaken me. Well, anyway, I have made lots of friends through conducting this revision, and so I wouldn't encourage you to enter into, like I have, with lengthy discussions with some of my friends. I wouldn't actually say they were discussions. It was more my attempting to provoke some kind of understanding of what the notions of the different models really entail. Model of the flat Earth, model of the globe. Interesting thing in my research, I had to look into some of the historical aspects of the ideas, and that meant that I went back and looked at Nikola Tesla, who is a fascinating man. Interesting enough, he was a flat earther, but he had a completely different view of the flat Earth, and I must say his view of religion quite different as well. Yeah, so we wouldn't put him with orthodox theology, but he's out there, and like Newton, who of course I think Newton is responsible for a massive piece of subterfuge with his descriptions of what the globe, how the globe, where the globe, and the coupling of his idea of gravity to go with it. And of course Tesla, contested gravity, didn't actually believe it existed. So we've got on the scientific side a list of people who are quite distinguished supporting the idea of a flat earth. We've got the theologians, and we've got, thinkers and philosophers who also who are prepared to contest the idea of a globe. So it's been and it is continuing to be a very interesting revision. I'm particularly interested in those of you who are out there in YouTube land, because this is where I primarily do any broadcasts, of your thoughts and ideas of what the revision really means. Yeah, so I have been very fortunate to have met people who have theological and a theological understanding of the flat earth as well. So look, this is just a call to the debate continues, and indeed I think it's heating up. So I just want to hear more of your ideas on testing the truth of the globe. Yeah, okay, so until next time.